niggas rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Locke's throw there, complete to Hamler. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 45 on 2nd down. Locke, left side here. That's the tight end fan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Lions will take over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And taken right at the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. To throw it is Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. Now Darnold. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to... the football here at their own 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Clock now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Locke. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a third and about 13.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Darnold. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here's 2nd and 9. Lock gonna throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to... And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Handler now on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
68 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From midfield, here's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as...
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy. Jerry Judy with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive. But couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by McManus is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Goff. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And McManus able to put it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Rosas good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Quick toss by Goff is complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 38, Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put the